we hauled ass getting here, all the way from Prince George, and we got stopped. I found another foolproof way to use him getting out of a ticket. When the policeman stops and asks us for ID, I says, he doesn't have ID, he's from Wuhan. And then I give him a little wink and he coughs. Fucking cop lets us go right away. No questions asked. Well, fuck this. I want to get a selfie with you guys because nobody's ever going to believe I did a show at Hazelton and people attended. So let's get in this here. You gotta get out of the sun. One,
maybe.
two,
I don't think Pride's
There we go, Dev.
1, 2, 3.
That picture's worth $100 now.
It'll only depreciate in value. So, it's fucking great to be home. Sweating my balls off in Chantel's backyard. Don't worry, we'll get to the Chantel jokes later.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so, every time I do a show in Hazelton, this is the second, people always wonder, Devin, are you just going to be making fun of your parents and Hazelton the entire time? Fuck yeah, guys, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah. So we all most of us went to the same high school there. So Hazelton is known for two different things. Teen pregnancy, per capita, and gold medal winning female Olympic wrestlers. Does anybody else think, what the fuck is in the water? Like, I'm sorry, like, maybe I missed out on this in high school there, but, like, I'm not sure if they're gonna scissor pinch my dick off in gym class or touch it for a bag of Skittles. Like, for fuck's sakes, at our high school, we had a daycare. Like, was this kind of a reverse Field of Dreams thing? Like, build it and they will come? Like, it's not a goal we should be achieving.
No, they built it because they came.
Once again, Chantel the Explainer. Living up to the name.
That short cock Asian still kills me.
So, I'd like to say that not a whole lot has changed since I graduated there. I still don't smoke pot. I know none of you guys are really surprised given who my parents are. I shouldn't be doing fucking cocaine and meth. It's never been
Alex is down the street.
Yeah, come by that house. No, it's just never been my thing. Like, but these days, a lot of people get in my face there, like, it's a reverse public service announcement. Like, Devin, you still don't smoke pot? Like, don't you know it's legal? Devin, marijuana can kill stress. Okay? Your brother smokes the reefer, and now he's addicted to Girl Scout cookies and Adventure Time reruns.
Yes, Adventure Time.
My friend smoked the devil's lettuce, and now he's dead. Really good at hacky sack. Devin, we're just worried about you, that by not smoking pot, you're ruining your future. Chances of being cool at parties by being a little bitch. So I'm in Prince George and just been working, been living. Man, what do you do for work? Be in the pool. What do you do for work?
I'm an administrative assistant.
That sounds way more successful than I was prepared to talk about. No, that's a good thing. I was half expecting drug dealers. Fuck off. Want to buy some pot, pussy?
I also don't smoke pot, so there you go.
Wow, 1 in a fucking million.
Yeah, right?
3. Hey,
Yeah,
You're here too.
there you go.
Okay, guys, don't ruin my set. It's about me. No, anyway, so I'm in Prince George. I'm currently unemployed. Well, not really unemployed. I'm a freelancer. You know what that means? It's not a gay man who eschews condoms. You know. No, freelancer, that's a fancy word for I'll do whatever you want for money. Because as we found out the other day doing comedy, $20 is $20. I think for this job, I get to be funny. And hold something else in my hand. You laugh now, but this is gonna get so much fucking worse. No, I'm actually a model. This is true. I know what you're thinking, Pride. Are you the before or after model for hair plugs? No, this is true. I am a model. I work with a photographer. We do a lot of mostly product shots because obviously I'm not the centerfold.
Lots of guy on guy.
Which is funny because not the guy on guy. That's how like standing around looking pretty, waiting to be told what to do. That's how I got fired from my last job. But as a freelancer, I also do. I'm a writer. I do writing commissions, and I look for other odd jobs online. So what this just means is I spend a lot of time applying for job after job after job. But as a guy, I tend to get distracted, you know, watching porn, of course, you know. Apply for a job, go hit the Pornhub. Okay? But the problem is, I've been doing this so often that I've made like this connection in my brain, I can't even hear the word resume without getting an erection. I can't work on my cover letter without my nipples getting a little bit hard. Don't get me wrong, I do great during the job interviews, as long as I remain sitting down. You guys are just in time for the dick jokes. Come on in! What's your name, sir?
Brent.
Brent?
Yeah.
Okay, grab a seat there, Brent. My name's
Gotcha, man.
Devin. You're gonna learn a lot about me in the next half hour.
Okay.
Just a bit like his dick.
Don't be so narrow-minded.
I'm not.
I have other body parts you're gonna learn about.
Yeah. Oh.
25 minutes now, you're gonna like, fuck, you just tell the truth.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Okay, comfy, get shaved.
Glad you made her, man.
Oh, hey.
Later.
Good.
How's the trip going?
Before these guys get into a conversation, I was just saying I apply for a lot of jobs online, I get distracted by porn, a lot of erections. You're all caught up. So, spent a lot of time on Pornhub. Did you guys know that Pornhub has almost the exact same style and color logo as WorkSafe BC?
You're right.
You can look this up after the show. I told you. Tell your dad. I have compared this. But when you think about it, that makes sense. Because if you go to either one of those websites, somebody got fucked. But be careful which one you go to, okay? Because watching that video with the sexy secretary is going to play out very differently depending on which website you go to. And showing that website to the HR department to prove your point is only going to dig that hole deeper. There's a reason I'm self-employed. But no, I've been bored, porn, and writer. I've tried writing porn. You know what? I just said fuck it one day, and I tried my hand at writing porn. No pun intended. You guys know the hardest part about writing porn? Getting up from the coffee shop to leave. I'm kidding. It's COVID. Nobody's been to a fucking coffee shop.
That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, and also I work at home, so it's really hard to write porn when your roommate is getting railed next door in the basement suite. Keep it down! You're making it hard for me to work! So, I want to bitch about my roommate for a little bit. We were having a little bit of a spat, and she's yelling at me through the door, and she says, I saw the note, I sent it to the landlords. I'm like, what fucking note? What are you talking about? She opens the door, shows me a picture. It's my comedy set. Like, these don't make sense. These are just crib notes. They don't make any sense without context. Of course, what I wrote was writingporn.roommate. If you guys better, you know I ain't writing about her, but I'm sure as fuck gonna talk about her at my next show, goddammit. Like, how conceited do you have to, like, this girl's ignorance is off the chart. Like, I work at home, I leave my notes all over the table because I don't give a fuck, but like, she has never mentioned or said anything, but she finds one thing that says the word roommate and she thinks it's about her. Surprise, it is a little bit. But like, how conceited do you have to be to think that, you know, a tiny piece of paper is about you? And that's coming from a fucking comedian! Conceited. Like, that kind of level of conceit, like, she probably picked up a random piece of paper on the ground and said, oh my god, I'm a royalty! Look, it says so! Bitch, this is a Burger King coupon! So, I also do other stuff, like, aside from fucking writing porn. Like, I think I'm pretty good at it, but my sex life does not play out like it does on paper. I'm pretty sure my sex life would sound more like a kid's book. Like, remedial level. No, like, simple. The boobies were big and round. Devin's girlfriend shook her bum. He liked her bum. By the way, this is 10 times funnier if you picture me sounding like Morgan Freeman. Nipples were... By the way, it's totally going to be a shape book.
No way.
A lot of circles and rectangles. So, yeah. I'm also pretty sure in this hypothetical kids porn book, it's going to be one of those old McDonald's style ones, the ones that make noises when you push the button. Except my book is going to sound like the battery is dying, and it's going to sound like an old cow. Or maybe it'll be a seek and find. Where's Willie? Where's Willie? Help Devin's girlfriend find it before she gets mad. I'm kidding, it's not Willie she's looking for. It's the G-spot. Fuck, those picture books are hard. By the way, I just want to applaud you guys. I mentioned the phrase kids porn book and nobody's called the cops yet, so I'm really happy that joke landed properly. No cops yet, not in South. Let's bitch about my parents. So, you guys know Joe, right? You know, guy lives just down the road there.
Across the street.
Yeah, across the street. So, I'm not very close with Joe. I'm not very close with my dad. I think the closest
the volume up so he can hear you.
Oh God, I tell any fucking joke, he just starts with his own little knock-knocks. I'm like, yeah. 50 teeth and holds back a monster. It's your zipper. I've heard this 20 times, Dad. I know.
Your dad's good at making jokes. He made you.
It's the joke that just keeps on giving. But no, so I'm not very close with Joe, and I think the closest I am with him is using his name as part of my online bank account. Your dad is what? Is a secret password. Emotionally unavailable. Absent in my life. Yet to come to one of my comedy shows. It's been years, guys. I still don't know how much money is in my bank account. But I'm pretty sure I'm as broke as 10-year-old Devin's little heart. Usually I get the occasional, oh, but you guys are a fucking loser. I'll take it. So when we were in elementary school, oh, by the way, I looked this up one day. Did you guys know that Hazelton is one of the top 10 worst high schools in BC?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that landing on that A honor roll doesn't really amount to much. That's as impressive as headlining your own show in Hazelton.
That's why we're all still here.
So much better than the A honor roll. But no, this I'm pretty sure this applied in elementary school as well. I know this because there was one day, this is a true story, we went to my house for a field trip. You fucking remember this, don't you? We went to my house for how broke is our school? In hindsight, you know what I think it is? I'm pretty sure our teacher just wanted to buy a dime bag from Joe. Also, when I told this joke at the 28 last year, people laughed a little too fucking hard. Like, wow, were you guys there? So anyway, we went to my house. My dad's a hunter. He's got a bunch of like bears and moose and deers parked up on in our shop. Okay, you know, they look pretty cool. So we learned about animals and wildlife and footprints and shit like that. However, my dad at the time was also turning that room, the trophy room, the room of death as I like to call it, into a guest room. The bed, pillows, the whole shebang looked a little out of place. And I was trying to think of like how to talk to my classmates there and explain how my dad is in fact not the Canadian cousin of Buffalo Bill. Do you hear the sounds of the sheep screaming at night, Clarice? Well, fucking no, because Cotton Eye Joe shot him with the 22 and mounted their dead carcass on the torture chamber bed and breakfast that hasn't been renovated since '98. Fuck, we should have went to the old folks' home, given some sponge baths. We could have gotten credit for health class, and I could have said hi to Grandma. she misses me. And then there's Linny. Enough said. So, Linny wasn't really big on labels when I was younger.
Not big at all.
And I'm not talking like the pseudo, like, oh, you're flamboyant, or you're happy, you're gay, or straight, or like not those kind of labels. I'm talking like literal labels. Like, when I grew up, there was a water jug sitting in the sink that she had filled with bleach because she wanted to clean it out. Didn't let us know. Guess how I found that out? That was my first spit take in real life.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I also found out that she had a bottle of eyedroppers filled with hydroperoxide because she'd been using them for her ears. The label was missing. Guess how I found that out and why I wear glasses.
Are you fucking kidding?
You think I'm kidding?
No, not kidding at all.
I ran out of the bathroom and ran into the wall. It was kind of funny now that I think about it. Like, with respect to my mom, like, my mom works with special needs kids, which explains so much. I'm pretty sure they teach her. It's a magical moment. She came home one day, this is a true story, and she had a piece of paper with macaroni glue and sparkles, and it's like, oh wow, Mom, this is great. Did one of your kids make this for you? She said, no, I didn't. Oh. I gave her a gold star. I'm kidding, it was shit. So, my mom bought her own trailer a couple of years ago. You guys are probably aware at the end of the road there, I think it was on Richmond. So when she bought this trailer, she's very hands-on. She decorated it herself in true Linny style.
Macaroni and sparkles?
Definitely on the fridge, still there. I'm talking deer antler coat hangers, rock-handled drawers, linoleum, carpeting, just like everything. And that was one fucking room! But the coup de grace in this visual vomitorium she called a home was a little nook she had in the wall. She pulled it out, and inside was a little box. And inside of that was a little gummy. She was so proud of it, like it was the fucking Lord of the Rings there. She's like, it's my precious. I can't wait to use it. I'm like, yeah, you probably can't. Anyway, like, looking at my mom's house, just all the crazy fucking decor and colors and different materials, it's like Willy Wonka went into interior decorating rather than candy making. Yeah, you could probably get high licking the walls. The snozberries taste like snozberries, and the walls of my mom's trailer taste like divorce with a little bit of a midlife crisis aftertaste. No, I'm pretty sure you could get high licking the walls. I know this because she pulled drugs out of the wall.
Oh, that's great.
So, as I mentioned, my mom's very hands-on. She likes to make a lot of things too. So, in this same trailer, I was using her bathroom. I had to use the shower one day, and she said, oh, try the soap that I made. It was a mason jar. Thankfully, she labeled this fucking thing. It was like rose hip soap. I'm like, cool. I cracked it open. Fucking mold. I didn't know if I was going to walk out of that shower smelling like a fresh spring rain or turn into a frog afterwards. I didn't know what was going to happen, guys. Okay. With respect to my mom, she tries a lot of things, but she's just like a really shitty modern-day witch. Doesn't know what she's doing. Like, if I was born 30 years later, you bet your ass she would be all into alternative medicine, and she would be an anti-vaxxer. Okay, and if she was born 60 years earlier and pulled that shit, she probably would have discovered penicillin.
You'll live a long 8 years though with an anti-vaxxer.
Best 8 years of my life. So, I want to talk to you guys about my girlfriend. First of all, fuck yeah.
She's real.
I found love in the fucking craziest of years. We actually met online. We met on Tinder. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, because I'm sure the place is booming in fucking Hazelton. So we met on Tinder, and we met in person. We took our time because Tinder, COVID is great for really filtering out people when you don't want to catch something from them. Yeah, it works really well. You really find the decent people, and she found one. But what was surprising though was that shut up, Chantal. Yeah, I had to drive 500 kilometers to find decent people to date, so who's laughing now?
I still am.
So anyway, We started dating. We met up. She was really cool. We found out she lived a block away from me. Like, we had no idea. Yeah, this is true. We have no idea how this happened. We never met each other. Had no in common friends. It was bizarre.
That's because you're so busy in your room writing porn and watching porn. You don't ever go outside.
Oh, she's very supportive. Anyway, before you ruin any more of my jokes, she lived a block away from me. But before we'd actually met, Tinder for women shows the radius of the men that are nearby. Oh, he's 200 meters nearby. Oh, he's 500. Oh, he's 50 meters nearby. She got so excited about meeting me, she started grabbing her mom, going outdoors, looking out the windows, like, is that him? Is that him? Is that? Oh, no, that's not him. Oh, honey, you sure it's not the 70-year-old man walking the dog? He's pretty cute. And, like, my girlfriend, she also stalked me on Facebook. So with that kind of personality type, I wouldn't put it past her to, like, just start asking people. It's like, are you Devin? Are you Devin? Do you know Devin? He lives nearby here. She lives near her school. She's probably shaking down little kids. Do you know Devin? Do you know Devin? Do you know this man? Where's Devin? Thankfully, she's a nurse and not a teacher. Otherwise, she wouldn't be welcome near that school within 300 meters. Okay. So she is a nurse. Before that, she was a banker. She's also older than me, and she's native. Like, this girl is set up to win every argument with me for the rest of our lives. All I got on her is, like, I'm a couple inches taller, but that's not going to save my ass when I forget her birthday. So, I'll take what I can get. But yeah, so we met during COVID, and we kind of laughed. We're like, oh, we're a COVID couple. We didn't realize how much that was going to bite us in the ass and when we actually got it. Again, there's that awkward silence. So don't worry, we're going to wash this thing down afterwards. But this
Take it with you.
Yeah. But this is true. We caught COVID, and we had to get quarantined. We stayed at her place. It was like this really weird version of Big Brother. Neither of us won the immunity challenge. Can't vote the other person out. But when you go into quarantine, you really start to appreciate things. Like, I was really thankful I brought my Nintendo Switch over before we hunker down.
Yes! Breath of the Wild for the win.
Yeah.
Right.
No, like, we also really appreciated the fact that she, or scratch that. Like, we realized we had this weird sense of luck because, like, in Prince George, people were spread out, the rates were low. She's a nurse, so she's wearing masks and washing her hands all the fucking time. Like, I didn't see anybody, yet we still caught it. So with that in mind, we thought, fuck, we should just go buy some lotto tickets. And thankfully, we did have some. She hadn't sent them to her grandpa for his birthday gift. And in hindsight, that was probably a good thing, because the last thing you need is to win $500 million and get smallpox. Or COVID. Either way, that joke still works. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Hope you win big. So we learned a lot about each other. We put up with a lot, like, but that's relationships, okay? You learn a lot about each other in challenging situations, like when you go camping, go traveling, slow internet, quarantine. It's all about progression, guys. And thankfully, we're still together, okay? And we were also really grateful because her family, they brought us food. We were really well taken care of. We didn't have a microwave. They brought me boxers, because the last thing you think is, oh fuck, I need to change my boxers and I can't leave the apartment for 2 weeks. Shit. Yeah. But by the way, ultimate flex on her dad. He's like, hey, by the way, when you're buying us chicken soup at Walmart, can you pick up some condoms? Thanks, Rich.
Holy fuck!
I don't know how, but her parents fucking love me. Like, no, they love me so much. Like, they would give her shit if we got into a fight. I don't care if he gave you a black eye. We're going to dinner and we're having fun. You think about what you say. Somehow this is your fault. Like, we all talk about, like, those relationships. Oh, I just want a friendship that would, like, help me bury a dead body. Her parents would lend me the shovel.
To bury their dog.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Explain it. So, let's just, like, guys, I'm really happy to be here. I'll wrap this up here pretty quick, but I think if I wasn't, fucking swimming in success as a comedian, I'd probably have to go back to my other job. Aside from writing porn and writing, doing whatever, I'm also a medical actor. Okay? This is true. So, medical actor, you guys can probably figure it out. I pretend to be a patient, and I help doctors practice their bedside manner and their communication skills. Pretty admirable, right? So while I was reading through my case study one day, they give us, printed out sheets. I was reading it and figuring out, getting in character. Okay, so you're a 24-year-old Catholic truck driver, smokes a pack a day, drinks casually on the weekends, has erectile dysfunction. Wait, what the fuck? Look at my boss. No, I'll do it. I thought you guys would start me off with something light, like a cold. Yeah, I had to pretend to be a guy with erectile dysfunction. I didn't know if that made me an overqualified actor or an underqualified actor. But anyway, as I'm reading this case profile, my boss turns to me and says, Devin, in the future, would you be interested in more invasive case studies? And I had to think about what she was asking me. Do you mean butt stuff? Turns out, that's exactly what she meant! If somebody walked up to you and said, I help teach and facilitate training for people to improve men's health, you'd assume that person was a fucking doctor. Nope. Just a shitty actor who couldn't get hired at Starbucks. So this is true. I teach and facilitate prostate exams. And guys, I get paid really well. I get paid out the ass. Making money hand over fist. I've been doing this for a couple years now. I'm making money in the double digits. This makes sense though when you think about the training I had to go through. Because guess what? You can't just walk in and be like, I want to do butt stuff and get paid for it. Not that kind of money. That's down the street, sir. No, I had to get trained for this, and it was really fucking weird. So, like, picture this. I walk into the hospital, I'm wearing a hoodie, just like street clothes. I walk into a room full of new doctors, med students. They're all wearing their lab coats. Okay, they have stethoscopes, fucking checklists and everything. And over there, standing on the table, is a 60-year-old man wearing a gown and nothing else. And I walk into that room. They're all introducing themselves, but they look like they're supposed to be there. I'm wearing street clothes. I look like I walked in off the street into the wrong room and just didn't leave. They're all introducing themselves there. Oh, I'm Dr. So-and-so, I'm Dr. So-and-so. I'm like, hi, I'm Devin. I'm just here to watch. Not watch, I mean, one of these days, I want to be where he is. Management.
Lie on the bed, the gown, or...
A young guy in a gown with the dropping nutsack. New and improved. So that was part of the training. The other part, we actually got to check out what they used before they started using live human guinea pigs. This is true. The Northern Health Medical Program used to use fake latex asses. And I got to check them out. Like, I was so curious. I got to put it in there. Like, wow, that's what that feels like. Because I wanted to know. Because I'm not gay and I'm not very flexible. So when you got the chance. But that's not weird, okay? Because again, remember, these students, they have to learn these procedures somehow. What was weird was how worn out the assholes were. This is with lube, guys. Your Northern Health Medical dollars put to work. And now they use me. Did I mention when I started doing this? I quit my other job and I bought a car. I'm not turning down shifts. Some people get excited for their Christmas bonus, not me. I'm also going to mention, so part of the perk with being a medical actor is we get fed. They're always bringing in like catered food. It's great. There was one day my manager, my boss, was texting me and said, "Oh, Devin, Earl's doesn't have yam fries." Like, oh, come on! This is the worst day ever. By the way, Cody can't make it. You know, can you fill his shift? Fuck, no yam fries and double-digit duty? Fuck! Worst day ever. So anyway, that's what I do for work, okay? Before I could get started, I also needed to get a prostate exam. Let that sink in. Before I can get prostate exams, I need to get another prostate exam. Just kind of warm things up, really. So go in there, and the doctor just looks at me and is like, do you know what you're asking? I'm like, yes, I know what I'm asking. Just fucking do it. By the way, gentlemen, it's a bit of an awkward procedure, but take note. One hand, that's a man doing his job on your back. One hand on your back. Two hands, that man's not a doctor. And I was in the wrong building. Don't make that mistake twice. So anyway, when I do this, being a medical actor, especially the prostate exams, is anybody here a nurse by chance? Nope. Not fucking anymore. Like, no, not if that's what I need to deal with. Talk to your girlfriend, she's probably into that stuff. But anyway, also try to explain, oh, Devin, you know somebody else in the nursing program. How do you know her? I'm like, you don't want to know. So when I do this, nurses and med students, like, some of them, they're really attractive, okay? But I try to be professional, okay? She's probably wondering why I'm so loose back there. Well, it's because she went after the fucking 6-foot-tall black dude that we shipped over here on a basketball scholarship because he's got what I call basketball hands. Yeah. But I can see myself dating a med student or a doctor, and, you know, surprise, fucking am. Okay? It's probably a good thing. Like, dating a nurse, I know she's willing to put up with a little bit of shit from an asshole and makes good money. And she knows I'm willing to bend over backwards to pay my bills. So I'll leave you guys with this there. Gentlemen, especially the older folk there, you're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's in places.
Well, is that bad?
Yeah.
If you find yourself having to get a prostate exam, and you find the doctor is warm and inviting and just very understanding in an otherwise vulnerable situation, just understand they had to practice on somebody before they got to you. And that asshole was me. Now, before I go, I just want to read something for you guys real quick here. So.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No,
put that away.
It's not about you, Chantel,
I don't care. Put
despite
that
what you
away
may
anyway.
think. So, Devin Flynn. Ambition, world revolutionist. Clearly that didn't take off. Pet peeve, being compared to grade 8s, and Jake Aronson always getting hurt. Hobbies and activities, leadership team, acting, improv, games, snowboarding. Probable destiny, sitting in a bar, telling stories.
Pretty much.
This
Nailed it.
isn't a bar.
Close enough.
But fuck, this is just as good. Thank you guys, have a good night.